Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Gonna test it.
And this is the time I'm heading out. 3 o'clock. Checking my packages.
There we go. Paul leaves right as we're about to start singing.
This is literally, I was like, well, it's waiting for 3 o'clock, and just as you get started.
Alright, alright, alright. Yeah. Yeah. Leave that open. This doesn't always show comments. Hey you, just in case anybody's there, we're gonna go ahead and like it ourselves. Why? Because we like ourselves. Actually, I love myself, so we're gonna
So is there a new version up on Steam, or is it only
Not yet. I was about to do another build. Like I said, I forgot to put the nightmare zombies in, so no matter what mode you pick, it's noob.
Okay.
And actually, if you pick noob, it's even easier because I took some of the things out. So I'm going to do a little bit of nightmare zombie placement, then a quick 5-minute build, do a test, and I'm going to update it or upload it. But I shouldn't have to do a light bake simply because none of the things I need to change are static things.
All right. I will see you later.
You said you committed to Hood?
Yeah, it already been committed, so I'm gonna not be testing. I'll do some more testing on it, but it should. All should stop.
You can look.
Starts with visibility.
I mean, you can look at mine if you want. It's going right through it. Unless it only does it on playtime.
Okay, what's going on?
Here's the Hood. Here's his AoE.
Oh no, that's just VFX. AoE won't actually hit you if you're.
Gotcha. So we need to move the particles so they don't go through the wall? Is that a thing?
That we can't do that.
Ah. Interesting, interesting.
But yeah, no, it won't hit you. You'll see the VFX, but you can't see the hood.
Yeah, that'll work. We're an indie.
Heck, I don't know if you watch any of those things, but that's what other games have as well. You'll see particles through walls or whatever.
Alrighty then. I'm going to get rid of particle sprites just for right now. I'm going to throw around a few more of these dudes. Let's make sure we're in the right sublevel. So what we're doing right now is adjusting the difficulty for the game by adding in the zombies that instantly kill. What the hell? I see why. He probably wouldn't have had a slope. Yep. And then one of these guys, and we're going to stick him right by this door, because if you see, he's got a kill box about that big. I didn't check Twitch to make sure. Twitch TV / Shin Studios. Yep, we're up. Cool, 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 cool. You know what? And I forgot. I wanted to share this to a page. Not that I manage, but I'm in a group. Group name. Independent game developers. Sure. Game development for PC, VR, Xbox One, Kaet must die. Using Unreal Engine 4.18.2. Join. And C and C. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Hey Dan Iskandarov. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I got two Dans going on today. Great name for a person, by the way. My father's name is Daniel, so bully for the both of you. Both popping in from the YouTube. How you guys doing this afternoon? I'm gonna nudge him right. Meow. So that means you're gonna have to be extra careful when coming around that. And he is gonna be on hard. And we're going to move another one. I am good. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. It's good to see you guys are doing well. Dan, you got all caps going on, my man. Are you shouting at me? Why are you shouting at me? Got a haircut last week? Monday? No. I have no idea what day today is, so I got a haircut recently. This guy is all levels. This guy has a decal on him that we don't want. Hey, Peter Novak, how you doing? What happened to Paul and Kaet? Paul actually just left. He's got a package coming in from UPS, so he is on his way home right now, and he's going to be working from home a little bit more today. Kaet is the game I'm working on now for Kaet Must Die. Do you mean Emily? Because Emily, unfortunately, is no longer with us. Hasn't been with us since the last day of September. Oh, Carrie. Well, Carrie doesn't technically work for me. She is a friend slash colleague. She did work for me a couple years ago doing marketing stuff, but she is doing her own thing. Ideally, we want to work with her again to make her game, but we're not there yet. Yeah, so I'd love to have Carrie in the office like every day working with us, but she's got her own, she's just getting done with a Kickstarter. What was my job before this? I owned a cyber cafe slash computer repair store in East Lansing, Michigan called the Frag Center. I had that for almost 10 years. If that's going to be too difficult. We're going to shrink that kill box a little bit up. too little. My all-time favorite movie, pick a genre. Because you can't just say favorite movie. There's too many categories. There we go, that's what I wanted. Just shrink that. We're going to shrink it a little bit more even. There we go. Let's find ourselves a spec. Actually, he needs to be an NPCs. Do you advice regarding girls? Sure. I don't know if I'm like the right person for that, but I can help you out where I can help you out. Oh, first date, what to do and what not to do. How old are you, Peter? Because that'll make a difference on what you can do on a first date. Meaning like where you can go, whether it's a bar or a restaurant or that kind of thing. 17. All right, so that kind of limits your options a little bit. In all honesty, as I've gotten a little bit older, the best dating advice I can give you, and I kind of was forced into trying to figure out how to date again, as I was with the same woman for 15 years, and so I didn't really think I'd have to actually learn how to date. But the best advice is remembering that they are likely as nervous or more so than you are. And just try and relax, talk about things that you like, ask them a lot of things about what they like. People love to talk about things that they're passionate or excited about. So, you know, try not to fill the whole conversation with you. Ask a lot of questions, but don't like grill her. Don't be like, what do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like this? Just say, hey, what are you into? What kind of music? What kind of movies? Did you see this movie? Oh, you might like this. You know, a natural, easygoing conversation. Otherwise, unless you got money shooting out of your ears, no, Peter, no, no. See, that won't help you, because then that's going to kill the conversation. It would be better if you didn't know anything about what she liked to begin with, because then you can actually talk about it with her and learn about her from her. Because, you know, attraction is one thing. She can be hot or cute, and that's great. But if, like, at the end of the day you guys have zero in common, it won't matter how cute she is or how attractive she is. If there's nothing really there to keep you guys, you know, connected. So I would say don't do the Facebook stalk thing. I mean, you know, whatever. Look up, see some pictures. But the problem is you'll never be able to ask her about them because it's going to make you seem like a creepy stalker. Hey, I went onto Facebook and I saw you've got all these pictures. No, that's a terrible idea. Instead, just say, I want to know more about you. You seem kind of cool. And she's going to love to talk about herself. And I don't want to sound sexist, but I've never met a... Men seem to be more reserved in my experience, but I've never met a woman that didn't really love to talk about herself. And that may just be from my... you know, it doesn't hurt to be prepared, Peter. However, as a general rule of thumb, don't expect that you're going to get laid on the first date. Not because there's anything wrong with that, but just it's not super common, you know, unless you're in a hookup town, like a college town or something like that, and you're at like a bar crawl or some kind of kegger. But a condom is like a gun. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Man, this is a heck of a game dev stream today. But relax, keep your cool, talk to her, compliment her, but don't be creepy about it. My mic is low? Seems really loud to me. When I'm listening to the playback, is there any kind of boost you can give? Or is your volume all the way up, Daniel? Here. We'll do one of these. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, I'll try not to shout. But yeah, just relax. Go with the flow. And treat her like a person. At the end of the day, women are not some kind of magical, special butterfly creature. They are just human beings. Just like you. Because, you know, if you end up Agorisim Fiku Bomb? Not sure what that means, Daniel. I'm pretty sure he faces that way. No, I'm not going to be doing any game playing. I have way too much to do in terms of level design and testing. She was supposed to be a way to grow our audience, and unfortunately we just never saw the growth off of her playing that we needed. Let's invite friends to watch. We'll invite Richard and Pat and Steve. We'll invite my mom. We'll invite Kristen, Michael, Malik. Good enough for now. No, Peter, we are very cash poor right now. So until we ship a title, we're not going to be... Whoops, I bet this is going to go in the wrong spot. We're not going to be hiring any additional staff. Eventually, when we get to the point where we pivot on Twabor and relaunch it, then I will likely hire somebody to take that position over again. But we're so far away from that right now, it's not even something I'm worried about. That was the wrong button. There we go. Why, thank you, Peter. Is that level not streaming in? It's where it's supposed to be. Sure, we'll just do this. Come on, Unreal. Well, where in the hell is he? Oh. I've got him in the wrong level. Alright. Alright, sub-level. I see how you're gonna do me. Let's go, let's go, let's... Huh. He should have been there. Alright, it still works. There are... 10. Ish. Depends on, like, some of them are combined where you got to get through multiples of them. Okay, you... Oh, I know why he's not showing up. Because I have this saved as noob. No, don't worry about your English. Your English is great. Good enough. Taking out E3, what would be another game's fare there? And putting a stand of your game is somewhere... Yeah, doing conventions is super expensive. You're talking 5 to 10 grand. But we are going to be at Game Developers Conference, GDC, in San Francisco in March, and then PAX East in Boston in April. Good enough. You don't pay Steam. I mean, you do have to pay Steam a charge nowadays to get onto Steam, but anybody can pay it. It's $100. After that, Steam takes a percentage of your sales, and I'm not allowed to say how much that percentage is because I signed my NDA with them. But it's pretty common stuff because they are a game distributor. And that would be why what the hell is this one? They aren't loading. Alright, World Outliner. Let's stop being an idiot. Level streaming volume. Peter, if you sign up for Steam, it's right in the documentation. So if you're going to launch a game, just look into it. Not yet, Daniel. It wasn't like a big issue. So it's kind of a little bit further back on Paul's to do versus like getting it on VR and getting it on the Xbox. Ideally, we're going to launch in February, Valentine's Day, February 14th. Hey, Fireman James. What kind of dogs do you have? It's Paul Person. I don't know why I'm singing just for Paul. See you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, Peter. Have a good evening. German Shepherd in a lab and an American Bulldog. It's a lot of dogs. You're scared of everything. You know, I haven't checked on the demo numbers in a while. Having been out for the holidays, I got sidetracked from my usual daily routine. Let's take a look. Yep, we're still getting more. Getting quite a few per week. Not as many as when we first launched it, but it's still steady. We just gotta land ourselves one of those big Twitch streamers. We discovered that when we had the skeletal meshes too close to the ground, on level load, the player, or some of these NPCs would actually fall into the ground. That is not what we wanted. There was a couple other places. was that? There's something that I kept jumping over while I was playing through it. Don't see it anymore. Oh well. And I want to direct players out to the middle a little bit more. This is actually stage 2. I'm just tightening it up a little bit more. After running a few of my own internal tests on it. This is a 30-minute one, whereas the first stage is a 6-minute one. For fuck's sakes. Go away, details. You're so annoying. Is it going through the water? Or is it sitting on top of the water? It's sitting on top of the water. But yeah, there is a lot to do. My best time for this one is 15 minutes without NPCs. And I've never really tried it using NPCs. I can smell my coffee is brewing. Just doing a little bit of tweaks here and there. I love using mushrooms as a way to direct players into places that I want them to go. So sometimes I lead them down dead ends. Sometimes I lead them to traps. Sometimes I just give them mushrooms to be nice. I went the wrong way on this one. And for this particular level, you bastard, you killed Kenny. This particular level, I'm going to be using the mushrooms as part of the level difficulty. To where there are not as many when you are on nightmare mode. Dead ends and traps, what a nice day. Reminds me, that guy's got a decal that he's not supposed to have. Let's get rid of the decal. What? There we go. And for giggles, let's stick some mushrooms for nightmare difficulty. Somewhere that's not there. Oof, that decal is not doing what I want. Lucky you don't have to light bake again after a decal. We'll get about 20% of the mushrooms gone. I'm going to refresh this. Nope, so far no comments. Facebook's a little quiet. No, we did find one. It just, you have to paint that onto the landscape, or you have to use it as a static mesh, because this isn't a landscape. And so it was kind of a non-issue for right now. We're like, let's finish up the level and just get the whole game locked, and then after that we can why are those boxes so high? After we've got the levels finished, we can do a little bit more polish like that. Oops. Saving the background. It's on a different monitor right now, so you can't really see it. What I've got to do is move this trigger box down because I've got a decal on it. I think Paul might have been playing with those zombies a little bit. Oops. Get back here, details. And I would never say they were randomly placed around the level. I know what you're saying, but it's just in engine it doesn't. We have a number of ways that we can do things, and the moss would either be a static mesh we have to place on there, or we have to paint on the landscape. And this stuff isn't landscape, so we can't paint it on. And I can do it as an instanced foliage probably, but it isn't going to look the same as what you necessarily think it will. And so this may be one of those things that you just have to suspend disbelief for. Because there's a lot of stuff I would like to polish or do a little differently, but at the end of the day, I've got to hit a shipping deadline. In case you're wondering what it's doing right now, because I've got a level open, I've got a blueprint open in a different window. And because I've got a level open that has a lot of these blueprint actors in it, after I am compiling, it tends to hang it a little bit, lag it out a little. Let's take a look. Oh, it's still compiling. And after it's done compiling, until it finishes that, there isn't a whole heck of a lot that I can do. Oh shoot, I just realized with the microphone this close to my mouth, it will be easier for you guys to hear me deeply sigh at stuff. Oh, went and saw Star Wars The Last Jedi last night. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I was not a fan. It would not be in my top 100 favorite movies. I don't know if it would break my top 200 favorite movies. I prefer a movie that has a well-written script and reasonably good acting. Neither of which were in Star Wars The Last Jedi. Wah wah. Hate to be a hater. I'm not really hating on it. I mean, it was an okay Star Wars movie, but the bar isn't set very high for that. Basically, the problem I keep having is I want the Star Wars movies to be as good as the Star Wars video game cutscenes, because the video game cutscenes are fantastic. The movies are super mediocre. Actually, I'm going to poke around a little bit here to make sure that there isn't like a "Are you sure you want to save" button. It does not appear to have one. So it's got to still be because it's compiling. So what I'm going to do is, I can smell my coffee is now brewing. I'm going to go grab a quick cup of coffee. I'm going to set this down. I'll be very gentle so it doesn't blow your earballs out. And my coffee's right behind me, so just give me 2 seconds. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar there'll be sun. Woof. Last cup of coffee for the day. Hey, hey, hey. Coffee, no way. I kind of like a... Yeah, not Elton John. Who was the singer? Turn out your heart light. Or turn on your heart light. Neil Diamond. I got like a Neil Diamond vibe going on today. Alrighty then. And we're back. All right, and that did catch up. Well, and again, I don't want to get too deeply into it. Luke is a big disappointment for me in it because they really don't utilize him like they should have. Like he deserved. Like the character deserved. Like Mark Hamill deserved. And so I really, really wanted to love that movie. I went into it, and that was a big problem. I went into it very eager. But it just missed over and over, and then the comedy that they kept putting in, oh my god, it wasn't even remotely appropriate or funny. Let's take a super serious moment and then make it funny. Ha! No, don't do that. Oh, excuse me. Ah! But we're going to get off Star Wars. I give kudos and credits to everyone in the making of it. You know, a lot of really talented people worked very hard. For me, it just failed on a writing, directing level. Like, it felt too much like fan service and not enough like telling a story that needed to be told. Hopefully someday I'll have a fan base of people that bitch about my work. Scott, your game missed for me. It was okay on a graphics level, but it didn't tell a story that needed to be told. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Because, I mean, you know, their box office take now is over $1 billion globally. So they don't care what one mediocre indie game developer thinks. Ooh, coffee was just decent enough. And the story has never been the strong point. Although, but you know what? I did like the story of the original 3, episodes 4, 5, 6. Honestly, you know, although script wasn't super great, Lucas is no Wordsworth or Longfellow, it still told a good story. And episodes 1, 2, and 3, holy crap, was it bad. 7, it was the same story as 4. 8, in honesty, was the same story as like 1 through 6 put together. I hate how flat some of those walls are. But that's okay. Alright, go get your wife at work. I've saved all the levels. The light bake is done. I think it's time to cook this bastard. And set it out to be free in the wild. Although I need to get my performance back from it by blueprint. We're going to set these over to streaming instead of always loaded, and that'll buy us a lot better frame rate. I do miss being able to listen to music on stream. Change you over to Blueprint streaming. And that should be all of them are now blue dot. Yep. And just for giggles, I want to see what streaming volume they're in. And it should be this one. Stage 2 streaming volume. Yep. I want to see what this will do. I wonder if this will crash it. I really should have saved first. Oh well. Oh, that's too funny. Alright, everybody's streaming. We're going to save all the levels out. We haven't done a drunk dev in a while. We need to get Carrie up in here. Carrie and Pat do a drunk dev. I wonder if they're done with vacations already. Oh, I'm trying to comment, but I'm typing on the wrong spot. Check out selected. Coffee, 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 coffee. Today's coffee is brought to you by Paramount, makers of fine coffee brewed in Lansing, Michigan. If you're driving through downtown Lansing, Michigan, you will notice the Paramount Coffee Roasting Building, located right near the Cooley Law School Stadium Baseball Park. All right. Oh, Lord, details. I hope they fix that for 419. We're going to hide all of it. And then we are gonna... Oops. Let's change the package settings. Not for distribution. We're going to do development. Package this bad boy up. Updating source control status. Please wait. Get over here. I always feel like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. A lot of times Unreal will pop up your interact dialog menu on the monitor that you're clicked on, not on the one that the editor is on. And so every time I want to move it over, I want to say, get over here. Son of a biscuit. I forgot to change the world settings. I gotta go fix that blueprint. Compile. Now we will do it. That should be development, Windows 64-bit. Godspeed, build. Show output log. Oh, you guys, just copy all this code. Copy and paste it. Then you'll have a game. Copy and paste the zeros and the ones, my friends. Very quiet in chat today. We haven't had Kristen in a while. I'm going to try inviting her again. I don't know if it'll let me. She has been invited. I hope she's okay. She normally always visits. This will be the least interesting part of the stream, while we do the code build. Wacky Wednesday game dev stream. A team, a Deam, a beam. Kaet must die. Build started. Go, Gadget, go. Ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Inspector payroll. Do-do-do-do. Went through. Oh. Oh my god, has that been echoing the whole time? Is that why nobody's talking to me? Scott, you echo. Although it might not because it's not going through the mic. Might have been okay. Cook it real good. Dun 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 dun. Cook it real good. Yeah, and you will notice that I did not fix the chroma key yet. And I want to see if our friend Zeb is going to be able to play today. I wonder. Well, shoot. Get back here, output log. I think I know why possibly some of my bodies are missing. They might be set to a different difficulty level. Oof. That's a little difficult to say. Different difficulty level. Not, turns out it was easy to say, or easy enough to say. Ba 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 da 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 da. It's so exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that chroma key. Oh, I keep forgetting deep sighs can be heard by the microphone that's inches away from my face. I wish I could do something more exciting for you guys while this is going on. I can sip coffee. If I was that Kaplan fellow from Blizzard, you guys would all be thrilled to watch me watch code scroll by. But you're not, Scott. No, I know. I'm aware. But thank you for pointing it out. Let's take a look at the weather. Windows 10, I love you, but your bugginess is sometimes too much for me to handle. Wind chill advisory. Let's change this to Celsius. Oof. -9 right now. Celsius. We'll go back to freedom units so it doesn't seem so cold. 16 degrees. It's gonna be a chilly week. I don't know if that's any more exciting than watching the code, but you guys can see what the weather's like. Oh, wow, good build. I think it's done. No errors, 262 warnings. Good. Good. Means it's a good build. And we're going to give it a test. I've got it as pack. So it's going to take just a minute to do it, the Unreal basically zip for it. I've had a lot of coffee in me today. I've got like the caffeine buzz going on. It is Wednesday. I need to check to see if there is a ballroom dance class today. I do ballroom dance. Oh, no. It looks like regular classes don't start up until next week. Makes sense. I mean, they gotta have a holiday too. Ooh, on Saturday I could do ballet fit for ballroom dancers. I disagree with that, but oh well. Let's write a review, shall we? Who didn't give it a 5-star review? That place is fantastic. Gene Warsham. Don't just leave a 4-star review and not say anything. Let's write a review, shall we? Scott, that's not terribly game dev exciting. I'm aware. But tell that thing says, success! Package complete. There isn't a whole fat lot I can do. I'm hoping to hear back from Microsoft, ideally by end of week. Hoping to hear back from the PR and marketing firm, ideally by the end of the week. It's frustrating to have to rely on other companies for our future, but I know we don't have the connections to successfully launch a game unless we get super lucky over the next couple of months and GDC and PAX work out real well for us. Let's see if I can spell their names right. 1RIN. What are you thinking? Packaging complete. Build successful. All right, build. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got. Nope. I wonder how much, how big this is. 2.5 gig. That's not bad. There's a lot of 3D assets in here. I wonder why it's capping it. $62. There we go. Actually, options. Much better. We're going to do a beat the clock. With all settings on max. It's dropping a little bit there. Gosh dang it. You see that? The rat's not moving. Which means the nav mesh didn't get built. I bet I know why. I bet it's because I hit it before building it. I guarantee you it's that. I bet it does not have bet it does not have the paths built. Let's package this bad boy up. And now, a repeat of the least exciting thing you can do in game development. Watch code scroll by. Usually this takes around 5 minutes, so it's not too bad. All right, and I know I'm going to have to do a light bake after this. And that's going to pop my processor all the way up, which will bork the stream really badly. So I think I'm going to end the stream a little bit early today. Actually, quite a bit early today. Mainly because we don't really have anybody chatting right now. And it's not super exciting to watch code scroll by. So I'd rather not get anybody too fussy at watching somebody watch code scroll by on his screen. So thank you to anyone that stopped by. And I will be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be doing stage 3, checkpoint 3, trap development, and ideally we're on the path to game launch. So thank you again for everybody that stopped by. I will see you all tomorrow. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, facebook.com/SynStudios. We have a Twitter, Syn_Studios. We have an Instagram. And if anybody wants to try out the game that we're making, it's called Kaet Must Die, Kaet MUSTDIE. There is a Steam demo available, full first level. There is a download demo button on the lower right-ish. And give it a try. Tell me what you think. And I'll talk to everybody soon. Thank you, and have a good evening.